Hey everybody, Rachel Teedy here with this 13 now evening news update. We're going to start right away with meteorologist Wanique Martinez because Wanique, tomorrow is a first warning alert day.
It is, and it's quiet and calm tonight, but we are expecting that to change tomorrow morning. So we are tracking that chance for strong to severe showers and storms throughout the forecast. And as you mentioned, we have that alert day in effect for tomorrow. So quiet and clear tonight, but you can see into the early morning hours that next round of showers and storms starts to move through the area. So with that, we are monitoring the impact of possible flooding, high winds, smaller possibilities of hail, and tornadoes as well for tomorrow. So we are monitoring the situation, and certain environmental factors need to be in place for this to come to fruition. So we have just issued a first warning alert day. And again, we are monitoring the situation and we will keep you updated throughout the night. We are also tracking that risk of heat advisories for the end of the week. So with this, we're tracking that chance of showers and storms for tomorrow. And then by the end of the week, we may have some heat advisories in effect. So we do have this heat advisory in effect until 8 p.m. on Friday for much of the region. But again, it is quiet and calm tonight with those temperatures slightly warmer in the upper 60s. Tomorrow will be another warm day, but a stormy day. And again, tomorrow is a first warning alert day. And a look at the 7-day planner shows that on Sunday, we'll have a drier day behind that approaching cold front that will approach us on Saturday.
All right, sounds good. Nice and toasty. Thanks so much, Wanique. We have a lot more headlines to cover here. First, the cousin of a young woman whose body remained inside her Rotterdam home for months before being reported. This cousin believes that something criminal happened here. Now, you might remember this story. We first told you about this a little bit ago, and police are still remaining tight-lipped tonight about this investigation, but the cousin wanted to speak about what he believes this woman deserved. Justin Graygass's point of view, that's the cousin, the woman Skylar Pettit deserves he wanted to talk about what her memory was. He believes that this is unbelievable, it was unfathomable, and unnecessary. Whether or not there will be repercussions remains to be seen still. A medical examiner determined that Skylar died of natural causes, but it's still a huge mystery as to why her family kept it a secret for so many months as her body was decomposing inside a house at 1726 Greenpoint Avenue in Rotterdam. Among Skylar's many challenges in life, she was a person with Down syndrome, she was diabetic, but her cousin said that he mostly wants to remember how kind she was, how full of joy she was, and this is a story that is not over yet. We're bringing you updates as they come. We're also following a story that has been a developing story for a while now. It's been more than a month since 135 people at Harbour Point Garden Apartments in Troy were kicked out because of safety concerns about this apartment complex. There were code violations as well, and an attorney for the owner of the apartment complex was in court this morning. Caitlin Erla brings us the story.
Lasted about 5 minutes this morning before being adjourned for 2 more weeks. It was in response to numerous complaints and issues at the Harbour Point Gardens Apartments in Troy. This all started back in May after tenants complained about issues with the complex, like sagging brick siding on the buildings. The City Codes Department then reached out to the property owners, and a structural report was complete. After that report, on June 22nd, 58 apartment units were suddenly evacuated, and now more than a month later, dozens of tenants are still waiting to get back into their homes. Benjamin Neidl is the attorney representing the property owner, 182 Delaware LLC. In court today, he pleaded not guilty to 12 violations that cited multiple safety hazards, including the asphalt in disrepair, issues with the retaining wall, broken windows, and issues with the stairs at the apartment complex. A handful of tenants from Harbour Point Gardens were there in the courtroom watching today's appearance. We learned that 10 more units were cleared for occupancy just yesterday. The attorney representing the property owner says out of the 58 units altogether, 15 have now been approved for tenants to move back in. Neidl also says the brick facades that were the subject matter of the engineer report that prompted the sudden evacuation have all been removed. In court, the city acknowledged that the property owners have submitted a permit application that is now being reviewed by the engineering department. The next court appearance is scheduled for August 9th at 9 a.m. Reporting in Troy, Caitlin Erla, News Channel 13.
Caitlin, thank you so much. Lastly, want to talk about a Troy man that is accused of animal cruelty. This comes after police say they found multiple animals either dead or dying in an apartment complex. And this is a story that we first brought you last week. News Channel 13 has been digging into this person's past, and we found that he is married to a woman convicted in a notorious child abuse case that we told you about. Let's see, this would have been a while ago, several months ago. 29-year-old Tyler Valentine is facing 9 counts of aggravated cruelty for what investigators say they found here last week. His wife, Samantha, was sentenced for abusing her baby in Watervliet and accused of selling 6 kittens before that. A neighbor smelled something just awful coming from the Hudson Terrace apartments in Troy. Police say they found 9 dead animals, including dogs, cats, a ferret, and a bearded dragon. So more updates to come on that as well, and we'll bring them to you as we get them. So those are our top stories for right now. Thursday's alert day. Wanique is tracking that. That's going to be coming up on News Channel 13 live at 9. She'll have the updated forecast. The Rotterdam death mystery remains a story that we are continuing to ask questions about. And this man facing animal cruelty charges, Tyler Valentine, facing charges for these issues in Troy. Tiffany Payton is also at a Movies in the Park night happening in Amsterdam. There was a shooting there a couple of weeks ago. The mayor of Amsterdam saying there's going to be extra cameras, there's going to be extra patrols. So she's asking tonight, are those actually in place to keep people safe who want to come out and see the movies tonight? So you'll hear from her coming up on News Channel 13 live at 9. See you then.